Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris, and you're back here at Total Athletics Tennis Academy. You're on Tennis Manager 25. Our zero to hero kind of progression, a new facility built from the ground up. We're hired, we bring in Hannah, we decide to bring in Moyes as well. They're happy to work with us. We expand on our Diana. It's been a very difficult journey, but we're slowly working things out. Over the last year, things haven't been great, but we're working into a position now where the future looks really bright. And then Michael Antonius brought in and has just hit the ground running. So we sit here with someone that's almost a top 200 player in the women's game. Absolutely phenomenal from Hannah. We also have Moyes training at the academy right now, just inside the top 400, well above where he needed to be. Another big jump. Like 3 weeks ago, he was 1,080 in the world. He's currently 385. Steady big jumps, winning tournaments. Yana wins her first tournament, jumps up 20 spots, has a chance now going into a big tournament to maybe do something. And Antonius as well, already inside the top 1,000, hit all his objectives, looks really good, feels really good, and is doing everything we need him to do. He will be in a tournament this week. So, yeah, very happy with where we're at and what's happening. And we'll kind of see where we move forward to. But we're slowly starting to move all our tournaments in line with each other. And so we are trying to book out 4 to 5 weeks ahead to make sure that we're always kind of in the right place. And keeping either 2 or 3 weeks in between tournaments so that we're kind of in a good place. I don't know if we're going to hit sponsor objectives with 20 tournaments or not. I don't think so. But that's not really a ton of money, and it's not super important to me. I don't know if it's important to the players. I don't know if it's important to some relationship stat with each supplier where you'll get worse offers or no offers from them if you don't hit those optional objectives, those breaking points of, tournament wins, rankings, and everything. So right now, I'm not worrying about them. I'm more focused on the development of the players while hitting their goals and earning a little bit of money that we can upgrade our facilities as we go. So yeah, we do have an upgrade coming in soon on the business center. 2 days, in fact. Okay. Well, that'll be nice. Love that. We have it. Miguel looks like an absolute beast, as we kind of knew he would. Yeah, can't really complain about too much. I mean, we're still bottom of the reputation. I think we still need to upgrade our reputation. Yeah, that's the only objective that we've been given that we haven't hit. Um, and we will be upgrading a couple of other buildings, and I'm sure that will kick in. I'm kind of torn as well. Maybe you want to weigh in on this, but I think maybe the hard grass and indoor courts would be nice. I mean, I'm just thinking about if we did these two, it's a tiny bit more income, but it's the court bonus. And grass is such a small part of the schedule, and I know my ultimate goal really is to win Wimbledon. And this would be huge, but I think just to get good results, to keep people happy, to keep them developing, like hard courts is probably, I try and stick to clay. If I can't stick to clay, then hard court's probably the second easiest to book for most of the year. And then indoor courts would also just little help. So I think maybe we've done clay 2, we'll do hard courts 2, indoor courts 2, then maybe grass 2. Not sure all those are this season, but that's kind of what I think there. And then just other little bits that might make sense to us, like the heliport's a decent chunk of change that you'll get that back inside a year. All being well. The country club is very small amount of money, doesn't bring you much, but we might sneak that in if we can't afford something bigger like the hotel upgrade. The museum looks like it'll be a really nice one to do. And in fact, I think I'm going to hit the museum right now because I feel like that's just a better deal than most others. And I don't want to go below like 350 in terms of our money. But I am thinking I've kind of talked myself into the hard courts. The sooner we get them, the better. Yeah. I think that's it for now. Before the end of the season, maybe the indoor courts, maybe another business. And then next season, if we do want to add a fifth player, all we really need is the coach. Because we've got everything else. One coming though through the hard courts, one will come through indoor courts. To have two new trainers, we only really need one if they're good at two different training categories anyway. But we could definitely do that and then save up and splurge next season on sports and focus again on the business then just to generate that income over time. But yeah, there's really not a ton to worry about. Antonius gets to a quarterfinal. He's done well lately. The quarterfinal's still worth it. It's still very good in terms of his progress. So I'm pretty happy with that. Did get beaten by a lower seed. Was probably in line with him, maybe a little better. He's 27. We've kind of got to expect that, but we've got what? Another 2 points that we don't need for the rankings. But he definitely deserves to be there. Backhand consistency, Hanek gets a little better. Moyes is balanced. We're just developing Yana. And the serve spin, yeah, we've been looking at consistencies, serves, and physicals on all our people, trying to make sure those are the focus points. And Antonius gets a little bit of serve spin, which will help him out nicely. And so, yeah, I love this. It's grass. Cool. So what do we play on? Well, there's clay, hard, or grass. Okay. Well, we're going into grass with Moyes. What do you recommend for him? What can he play on this grass season? Well, there's clay, hard or hard. It's up to you. Grass period for Yana in the juniors. Clay, indoor clay. Does it really make much sense to upgrade grass right now when the grass season is pretty much clay? Yeah. Until we're coming close to Wimbledon, I really don't feel like I want to do much there. So yeah, okay, Antonius gets his. Uh, okay. I didn't realize that the Kwame needed to play in the juniors. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. What week was that? Was that week 24? Well, luckily we're playing 22, so that's 24. So Hannah's not going to play in the junior tournament. Moyes and Yana have to. And Antonius is playing the rookie 25 on week 24. That to me means that probably just Hannah, right? So look at week 24. Yeah, so we're going for this. A little too long-winded to be displayed. No tooltips, you can't get the full name. And I'm not familiar enough with the tournaments to be able to say what it is. Yeah, okay, so we're playing that on week 24. I've got a rookie 25 for Michael. And then they've both got the French Junior Open. So I don't love Moyes being in it. I understand why he is, but also really, like, what's he done in the juniors this year? Pretty much the Australian Open Junior. And that's it. Uh, yeah, I wish they wouldn't count that because he's pretty much just purely been a men's tournament player and earning decent points. I get that he's the number one ranked junior boy, but I don't think that really matters to me. I get it's based off his rank last year as well. It's just a little annoying. Oh, Yana. Oh. Oh. Okay, the Veneto Open, promoted by Confindus. Oh my God, Confindustria Veneto EST. Est, I don't know. That's fine. Bahana's in. That's the thing. We're all in week 24, so we can skip 25s. We don't care. Balance for Antonius. That's fine. And that is what? 250 points, beaten by the number one seed and overall winner. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame. It is a little bit of a shame, I gotta say. Yeah, I just pretty sure that would have taken us where we wanted to go with that final. Was that a Grand Slam? Because it kind of looks like one. I know it's a 500. Maybe it isn't one. Maybe the one she's going into next is. Yeah, this is a Grand Slam. Okay, so that wasn't even a Grand Slam, but yeah. To get to the final here is going to be really, really tough, but we're in the mix for it. We are in the mix for it. So, yeah, semi-finals were 500. This is now going to be 1,000. If she does well here again, that does mean that I would feel more comfortable again moving forward. Just keeping her in those high-end tournaments. And next year, playing her on the women's. I booked a grass. Did I book a grass? Okay. I much prefer this surface mastery and not really. That's my bad, I guess. I didn't mean to poke a grass. Oops. But it's fine. It's fine. Everybody's just like really good right now. Jan's come off the back of a good tournament. Destroyed. Everyone else is in really good shape going into a tournament. And yeah, we just hope we do what we can do here, I guess. Like, there's not much else to say. We are the number 5 seed. We're just outside the top 200, and the number 1 seed's already out at 177. And so, yeah, I think there's only two more. There's only two more players inside the top 200. Can we get going? I think we should. We should win. 7-6, 6-4. Tight match, a good match, but we do win. And that's pretty big. Antonius loses. Oh. I mean, this was just a bonus, really. We don't get any points. Pretty well beaten, but by like a really good, well-seasoned player. Not going to be super mad about that one, I guess. Just not what we wanted to be, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. And yeah, just like that, we're just down to 1, 2. Yeah, we still got the 2 top 200 seeds. We have played Person before. I do remember losing to Person. We are higher ranked now. They've got more titles, but again, slightly taller and numbers look okay. Probably a 50-50 with a slight advantage to us, I'd say. We're on the rise a little bit. We do get beaten. I know the game was saying we should win, but for me, the fact that we were on a bad surface for us and the fact that I kind of know that they're a solid player really made it more of a 50-50 than anything else. So, um, yeah, without a good percentage of first serves, it's hard to imagine. This is our first interview in God knows how long. Disappointing turn of events. Ronaldo Person was the best player on the court today. That's all it comes down to. These are tight contests by great athletes with high level coaching, good game plans, good technical attributes. This is the best of the best going up against each other all the time. We just didn't come out on top. Um, what am I going to say? I'm just going to share the blame. Yeah, like favorite means nothing. These are all professional players that are of a very high caliber. And today, she got the job done. She just played better on the day, and that's all it comes down to. Really, all it comes down to. Like, she's no mug. She's as good or better than Hannah in all of Hannah's strengths. And she's better than Hannah in all of Hannah's weaknesses. We're just a higher rated player. I don't feel bad for that at all. It's maybe not the best, but still, it's okay. It's okay. Kind of surprised that we got interviewed about that one, though. I say we haven't really been interviewed in a bunch of these. What about the tournaments on grass? Yeah, yeah, because we can't play on grass, but the tournaments aren't really on grass, so I get you, but there's no point in changing that. Okay, I was waiting to see the semi-final result from Moyes, and it wasn't there, which kind of annoying. But yeah, number one seed 6-3, 7-6, 6-2, 7-6, 6-2, 6-4, 6-2, 6-3. So pretty comfortable through most of it. A couple of tiebreakers and just really comfortable sets all the way through. The outfit's in a qualifier that's knocked out the number 3 seed and the number 2 seed. So we got to kind of take that into account. But we should be favorites, slight favorites, but favorites. And 6-3, 6-1, keeping it really kind of nice and easy and simple there. So yeah, don't mind that at all. Again, I think just really, really good. The average rating might go up on the last couple of buildings we've built, maybe not. We'll have to see. Backhand consistency for Yana has improved. That is awesome. Footwork almost up for Hannah. Her worst stat. Doesn't quite get there, but almost. Almost. And again, I think we'll take that. Yeah, I think the only thing I can really do feel kind of comfortable is maybe that, and just add in an extra couple. Um, I don't love it, but it's what it is. It's a lot of surface, or surface training. That might be good. Don't really know. We got a lot of juniors, and then we've got a really interesting one there. I'm not sure it suits. Don't love it. It's definitely something we can do. It is on grass, which we're not up to the level of really playing. I like what it means. I like what the game's kind of suggesting there. We're able to like go for a qualifier at 250, which means we're probably good enough to qualify for it, but we're not probably going to do much in it. That does mean that we could maybe get round of 16, a 125 quarterfinal, semi-final, 175s. Like, I like that aspect of it. I think that kind of suits. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. One thing I've wanted to do is just try Wimbledon, and so I figured I would not book like week 24, week 25, as I was kind of looking at and thinking about. So if I don't do that, I think then yeah, we're probably in a better place, right? I'm pretty sure Yana's not going to get there. I don't even know where I'm even thinking about booking that. I think we book elsewhere for Yana week 26. Um, I think that's kind of 100% what we're doing, and we've really just got to do girls at this point. and there isn't any here. Okay, so we left it a little bit too late. That's fine. But let's book that one, and then again we go week 26. I just don't know what we get. I kind of wanted to take some time off and get some development because we're in a good spot. There is part of me that thinks that maybe Antonius could do something. And we might get a wild card spot. We might be able to qualify. We might be able to do something. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that one. But like, I knew it was coming up. I know we don't like the surface. I know we're probably just gonna get knocked out in the qualifiers, not even make it to the tournaments. I just think Antonius could qualify. Yana maybe, but I doubt it, and she's not got a ranking, so she might even not be accepted into a qualifier. And all her stuff is juniors, so we've got to focus on juniors. But there's a slim shot that Antonius could qualify. And then there's a shot that Kwame or Hannah might win around the 32 after qualifying. So it might be dumb, but I kind of want to do it. I've just got them in sync, and like Yana's now going to be slightly out of sync. But this does give us like a few weeks to fully prepare and get ourselves a little bit ready. This is wild. This is definitely something I'd normally want to think about and really probably would go for. But yeah, it's Wimbledon, right? If we can run Wimbledon, then why not? Then why not? And I do think that Hannah and Moyes are probably good enough to do it. We're inside the top 200 with Hannah. Like, this is what it's about. And hey, we got there. Okay. Okay, so we need another 10 tournaments to like hit this participation, but like I said, the 20 tournaments wasn't really something I wanted to go for and acted on. Getting top 200 is kind of cool. There is a world in which we go on a little bit of a run at Wimbledon, get enough points, and just like move 150 in the world with Kwame. Like, as nuts as that is, that is a possibility. Number one girl, we're working towards that. I don't know. And again, 750 guy. I mean, if Antonius qualifies, then he's got a shot to maybe hit that. And I've got to be honest, when I looked at these top 200, top 150 especially, number one girls, 750 men, I just thought there's very little chance of Kwame. There's not much more chance of Hannah this year. And Antonius, like, that was fairly ambitious, but the most realistic. With Yana, something we probably could do, but she needs to win early and win consistently. And it's taken a little bit longer for us to truly, get going. So we'll see how we can catch up there, if we can catch up. But overall, it's not bad. So yeah, satisfaction, I'm fairly happy with, and by the end of the year, I'll be fairly happy with 3 out of the 4. And Yana's just that one where we're not a million miles away, but it's going to take consistent winning to get there now. At the level we're booking her in. So yeah, sponsor goals, not too bad. Not too bad. And then we got ourselves nice little goals elsewhere. But yeah, Antonius, 503 positions higher than we started the clay season. 15 extra points, 9k more. He doubled his tournament play, more than doubled his matches, and more than tripled his win rate. So you can't really say much more than that. Yana, 19 places up is a good start. Really, it's coming off the back of one good tournament, which he kind of had last year. But we're definitely starting to play a little higher up in these tournaments and place a little better. So we can continue that, but how high we can get, I don't know. Pretty much the same prize money, one less tournament, 3 less matches, 3 less wins. But still pretty high in terms of the win rate, so that's not bad. Kwame up 746 places. Like, that's just obscene. Obscene. Outside the top 1,000, now just outside the top 3. Flying up the rankings, 75 ranking points, as opposed to the 9 they got at the start of this year. Triple prize money almost. 2 less tournaments played as well. But 1 more matches played. And wouldn't you know, he won them all. he's ready for something. And if he's slightly better than Hannah, and Hannah's, inside the top 200, then is Kwame really a top 150-ish player, maybe? Possibly? That's obscene. And if we've got 2 players that are sort of around that 200 to 150 range, like, them getting to around the 16 at Wimbledon might not be super crazy out of reach. It'll take something, but, like, there's a shot that happens. Like, quarterfinals, I like severely doubt. Round of 16, I think there's probably like a 15 to 20% chance maybe we're good enough to kind of do that with either of them. Individually, let's say for Hannah to do it, we may be more like a 10% chance, and Moy's a 10% chance, but to get either one of them through to the 16, I think we've got a solid-ish shot. It's a very long shot, but it exists, and it's not like hope and pray for a forfeit or something dumb. But yeah, you get to the quarters and whatnot, I think we're definitely outmatched, and we really shouldn't be anywhere near that right now. But we're moving in the right direction. 47 places for Hannah, up inside the top 200. A few extra points, not that many, only 8 extra this month. 4 grand extra prize money, 2 less tournaments, 7 less matches, 5 less wins, a slightly reduced win rate. But because we're going up the difficulties, that's still really good. And still winning 2/3 of your matches is pretty good, which means on average, you're getting knocked out at the quarters. So, yeah, really quite happy with that. Tactical skills from Antonio. I am working on tactical a lot, because it's really easy to add into a schedule. It doesn't take much. It's not like super intensive. It has a decent progression rate, and I think it has a decent sort of impact on the games as well. So that's nice to see. Diana, just little bits here and there. Kwame's serve actually does go up a little bit. Nice to see that. And natural fitness for Hannah, so she won't tire out as much. That's pretty good. We can also probably train her a little more. Her recovery rate's probably a little better in between matches and after tournaments, so we don't need to babysit her quite as much as that natural fitness climbs. That's the way I interpret it. Maybe I'm wrong. But I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, just everyone we're scouting at the moment seems to be really good and is, like, basically Hannah level, it seems to be. Like it's absolutely nuts. We still got a bunch of players to evaluate. We keep adding people on, but if we look now at the players we've evaluated, it's really, really high potential. Four. That we got 3.5. We have evaluated these. I don't know why it kind of says that we haven't. It won't show us this, but it's got it under the evaluated players. We've definitely scouted a lot more players than this. I wonder if it reset when I hired a new scout earlier, but like that's not likely. But yeah, we are finding some really good players. And the sad thing is, as good as our players are, we're still kind of on the outside looking in. So yeah, really interesting. But everyone looks like they're in good place. They're okay. Getting ready for the qualifiers. Everyone's fit. Okay. So that's annoying. Antonius doesn't get a shot. But at least he can go into this rookie 15 and keep his kind of development going. I thought maybe he'd be able to get into this qualifier. Um, and he couldn't. I guess he was in the main tournament. I didn't see the qualifier pop up. That was the first one I saw, which is kind of why I booked him. He probably would have got into the qualifiers. It's fine though. I'm quite happy as well, only having one in each. So we're gonna tumble down the rankings because we're not playing too much right now. But yeah, we're gonna keep moving on. Really solid. Antonius out on the 16. Okay. So 6-4-6-4 did okay. Not amazing. Sadly. That 1 point. Don't love it. Yeah, don't love it. Kind of want them to do more. And then we got to qualify here for the Pro 125. This is a big step up for Hannah. She's immediately up against a seeded player, but the 7th seed is, 16 spots below her? This is potentially quite a tight matchup. 4 point better return, but 5 point worse serve. It's definitely tighter than you'd probably think at first glance. Wow, maybe not. Six. I mean, dang, 6 love, 6 love. Um, is she super ahead of us? Not really. I think we're beating people who look a little like that, if not exactly like that. Um, but yeah, that's the level we're at. That's 100% the level we're at. It's kind of annoying, but so be it. And hey, Hannah looks motivated after getting knocked out of a qualifier. Okay, sure. Um, with the French Junior Open, like Yana just made her final, so that's one there. Gonna be some points. So 700 points for getting to this part in the final. If we can win, we'll take the 1,000. It's up against Mariella Tham, who's beaten Emerson Jones pretty handily. Yana did just beat her countrywoman Pastikova. Very interesting. Number 1 seed versus number 8 seed. Kind of expect Moyes to win. Does. Loses the first set. It's kind of tight. Second set goes the other way. Exact same score. Then we take over on that first serve, 78%. Really pretty good. But yeah, both had really good first serves. He had a little bit of a better second serve. And kind of a defensive game. Nobody giving up too many break points, really. His opponent did a little better on that, to be fair. Also better at the net, so really interesting. But Moyes does win the French Junior Open on the boys' side of the draw. And on the girls, like I say, Yana is up against number 16 seed. And she definitely shouldn't be the favourite. We have lost to Mariella before. But then you look here, serve points are both 57. Our return points were slightly higher at 48 to 46. Win percentage is 70 to 71. She's a tiny bit taller. She's got a title. She's beaten us once. And her ranking's 18, we're 36. But really, there ain't too much in this one. We might be the outsider, but we've got a very good shot. And Yana's been starting to win lately, so... Ooh, cross your fingers for good luck here, because this would be huge. It is huge. It is huge. Yana goes and wins the French Junior Open. Yeah. Both had good serves. Yana's second serve was just... Well, both were better. But, yeah. Yeah. 6-3, 6-4 over a tough opponent. And we've just lost reputation. So we've been coaching her this entire way. We've been getting into a good position. We've just got her to the point where she's won the French Junior Open. And that's when the game decides, no, you haven't made enough progress. She's just won a Grand Slam event in the juniors. And the game's like, no. Her goal bar's too low. Like what? Are you nuts? Does this have to update? Surely that last tournament counts. Surely that counts. It's a Grand Slam event and we just won it. Don't be telling me we haven't hit this. And when we update, this should easily be top 3 now. And these should be a lot closer. So we should possibly be quarter of the way on these two, full on this, full on that. We probably have like 60% satisfaction as soon as we update. But the game's saying, no, we haven't done anything apart from make some progress to this goal out of 4, and we're done. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. There's no context being taken into account. Be nice if we could go back and respond to that and not just be like yes or no, but be like, you set your goals really high, but you've been playing a lot better and winning lately. Or I'm still confident that we can hit our goals. They're seasonal goals, not 6 months goals. And all or nothing, like, we will make our goals by the end of the season. If not, she automatically leaves for free. Like, some way of dealing with that better. I don't feel that makes a ton of sense coming in the same set of emails as this. She just won a Grand Slam in the juniors, which is what she wanted to do. That's huge. And like, then it's like, please let me go. This sucks. And oh my god, you've mishandled her so badly that she doesn't like you as much anymore. As she goes and wins the French Junior Open. Oh, that is nuts. To me, that's nuts. And I, yeah, that's tough to get past. To be honest with you, like I'm enjoying playing the game, but there's little things that crop up, and you're like, wow, that just takes me completely out of the game. It's so far away from what would happen in real life. I just, yeah, okay. There's no way our reputation should be down to a one right now with them on the back of that result. Or for the checks for not meeting the goals, maybe it should be. And then the fact that she's won a tournament with us and I'm the head of the academy, even though I'm not her coach, the head of the academy, the manager of the academy, that should automatically give us an extra thing because she's just won a tournament under my organization. So that would then make sense to balance things out. I think a lot of games, it's easier to lose points and not easier to gain points. I would hope this wouldn't be it, but yeah. We expected Moyes to probably go and win. We didn't expect Yana to go and win, but we're really glad she did. And yeah, the last month or two as well, exceptional progress. And again, it doesn't make sense. If we were on a decline, sure, then those emails would have made sense for that situation. As ascendant as we've been with her, slowly getting better tournaments and winning, and getting to this semi-final, a couple of weeks off, and then wins a Grand Slam event of the juniors. I think that's kind of where it breaks for me a little bit. So it is what it is. Let's get the next round of emails and see kind of what comes of it there. Antonius. Week 28. I mean, sure. Like I don't have a problem with that. Um, and again, I wish that these would save. Like the last thing I had open, it would save and not just always reset. And it would automatically go to either the head of the list if it's like this and it's marked as open, or just to the week you're on. That's just kind of what I would like to see. The Antonius, again, I feel pretty solid about. Um, I'm happy with him. I guess we go for Wimbledon Junior and just see what we can do there. It's going to be on grass. It's not going to be a favored terrain. But off the back of that performance, we've we've really got no option but to go and try that. I would say. And then yeah, we got ourselves a solid option here. If we're qualifying on the 26th, we go there on the 27th. We might take 28 and 29 off, which lines Hannah and Moyes on week 30. I feel like that might make sense to me. That might make sense to me. That might make sense to me. Kind of want to qualify on 29. Not going to lie. Kind of want to qualify on 29 and play 30, but it's offering me qualifiers on 30. I want to play a Pro 75. So I guess I've got no real options in that case. I've just got to play there and hope that's fine. So you think about it, the top 48 are going to be playing in this event. And then we got the 28 and 28. So basically the top 100 are gone. And then the next 100 are this lot. And we're a little bit over. Few wildcards, etc. But we're in this bracket where we should be playing in one of these. So we should be able to register for a 75 with Kwame. I feel that makes sense. Then I feel like week 30, if that's the week we come down to the Pro 50, it's the rookie 50. It's not even the Pro 50, it's the rookie 50. Okay. I mean, there isn't a rookie 50. So is that like the rookie 15, rookie 35? Is that what we're looking for? I wouldn't be against that exactly. Let's book a rookie 35 with Hannah, which seems really weird, but we can do that, I guess. Oh, yeah. Okay, please, I want to quit. Please, we're not filling my objectives. Please, this sucks. Please, please, this sucks. My relationship with you has worsened. You suck. This sucks. I want out. Yeah, no, I've hit all my objectives. Thanks very much. 2 days later. Love that. Like, oh, come on, game. Make it make sense. Don't at least flag those not to send a day or two before the next update. Because none of the ranks, etc., update. So that would be nice. But yeah, like I said, one good big tournament and Yana would be there. She is there. Antonius, he is there. By far. Kwame, he's there. He needs to get to a quarterfinal of a Pro 75 that we're starting to book him in. And Hannah, she needs to win a rookie 50 or a rookie 10, which we might have just booked her in. So, yeah, we'll see where that goes. I hope it all works out. We've got a little bit of time now to prep. A couple of these players are a little tired, so I think go light and load up with some extra care. On the front end, we'll get so much of that back, the morale will tank. And then morale will start to come back, and a little loose play here with the little cheat code at the moment, little tactical lesson in. We've already got a tactical lesson, so maybe a little surface lesson. Like, why not? I'm going to go light here, and again, just pretty much the same. We're going to double down on care at the beginning. Don't think we need to do too much more. Maybe one more. That's a lot. That's going to tank the morale a ton. So I think we just rest, and then we tactical, and little tactical surface. Yeah, I think we can recover pretty well in that way. We can recover pretty well in this way. Hannah and Antonius are already in pretty good shape, so we don't need to mess too much. Hannah's working on her serve, which I wouldn't, but okay. They've definitely got a plan for it. Strengthen a strength rather than sort of a weakness. Don't mind the long sprints. That, again, that could be really good there. So, yeah, we're going to see, but like, satisfaction through the roof, despite Yana being really unhappy, and that relationship does not improve. So that's going to be interesting. When it comes time to resign, she's going to love the people she's working with, but she might hate me, and she might not want to resign. So I don't know kind of what's going to happen when we get there. I really don't, but that might be pretty dang interesting. We've got a month on a business upgrade and on our sports center. So the hard courts and the museum, still got a month on those, but Wimbledon's coming up, and we've got 2 entries into the qualifiers. We've got Moise Kwame currently sitting at 316 in the world. Give me a hell yeah. And just outside the top 200, and has been as high as, what, 186, 189, Hannah Klugman? Home event. Hates grass. It's probably not going to go well, but yeah, we're going to see if we can qualify for the events. If we're good enough to qualify for those events. And then we can start looking, like I said, at improving our facilities on those courts. And if we can keep up with those, I think that's going to be big for us moving forward. In fact, to the point where I don't even really see the point in waiting on these. I kind of want to get 2-star everywhere here. And that leaves us 300 grand. I don't know kind of what I want to spend this. The heliport makes sense, right? That makes sense. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're just going to pay the money. We're making a profit. And we should stay in the black pretty well. Yeah, I don't think it's a worry. And when those upgrades come in, we'll definitely be a lot better off. So I think just using that money rather than sitting on it to make sure we've got enough to cover a loan, that makes sense to me. So we've got a lot of upgrades to come. Our players are going good. We've got Hannah and Moyes coming up for Wimbledon very, very soon. And that will be in the next episode. So thank you very much for being a part of this journey and sticking around. I do hope you're enjoying. If you are, smash that like button, hit subscribe, check out the memberships available, as well as our playlists on the channel. And have your say in the comment below. Hannah, Moyes, who goes further in Wimbledon? Do either of them make it out of qualifying? Do they both fail in qualifying? What are your predictions for these two? knowing that this is by far their worst surface. We're a clay court kind of team. We can play on hard, we can play indoors, not too bad. Grass is just something that's alien to our players, as you can see from their surface mastery. But we've got to go for it. I feel that we just have to. So, let me know, comment section, who goes further, what round Hannah and Moyes get to in the qualifiers or Wimbledon. What's the furthest point in this do they go? And we will find out next time if you are correct or not. So, yeah. I don't know. I think both of them qualify. I think both of them get knocked out in the round of 32, and there's a chance they get into the 16, but it's a small chance. That's kind of where I'm sitting. So I'm going to say 32 exit. They both qualify, knocked out in 32. But let me know what you think. Do you agree, disagree with the upgrades as well? Do you agree, disagree um, with how I've treated Hannah? Sorry, not Hannah, Yana, and the way I knew those goals were going to kick in, and the game treated it like it wasn't going to. Again, weigh in on all of that. Do let me know. I'm very interested in your thoughts and any tips you might have on that front. But until next time, when we come back for Wimbledon, make sure you tune in for that. That's going to be absolutely delightful. That's going to be so much fun for me. So I hope you're here to enjoy that. But until then, take care, stay safe, and all the best to you. Fingers crossed. Hannah goes on a run, and we have a female Wimbledon champion. It's not going to happen. But it's nice to dream and to know that just if the rocks tumble in the right way, that just might be something that does happen. Oh, it's good to dream. I'll see you next time. We'll see if it turns into reality. If so, I might have gone fully mad.